पाठयेम संस्कृतं जगति सर्वमानवान् प्रापयेम भारतं सपदि परमवैभवं सपदि परमवैभवं पाठयेम संस्कृतम् व्यक्तियोजकत्वमेव न्यायकत्वलक्षणं धर्मसेवकत्वमेव शास्त्रतत्त्वचिन्तनं स्नेहशक्तिशीलशौर्य देशभक्तिभूषितं साधयेम शीघ्रमेव कार्यकर्तृमण्डलं पाठयेम संस्कृतं जगति सर्वमानवान् प्रापयेम भारतं सपदि परमवैभवं पाठयेम संस्कृतम् बन्धुमेलनेन सर्वरोगनाशनम् उच्चनीच जातिराज्य भेदभाववारणम् सामरस्य वर्धनेन शान्तिपूर्णजीवनं कालयोग्यमेतदेव मोक्षदायि दर्शनं पाठयेम संस्कृतं जगति सर्वमानवान् प्रापयेम भारतं सपदि परमवैभवं पाठयेम संस्कृतम् जीवनस्य लक्ष्यमेव राष्ट्रकर्म साधना संघशक्तिवर्धनाय दिव्यभव्ययोजना व्यक्तिरस्तु वर्तिकेति मामकीन भावना साधितास्तु माधवस्य विश्वविजयकामना पाठयेम संस्कृतं जगति सर्वमानवान् प्रापयेम भारतं सपदि परमवैभवं पाठयेम संस्कृतम्। धन्यवादः महोदय।
धन्यवादः महोदय। सुष्ठु गीतम्। इदानीं संस्कृतपरिषदः उपनिदेशिकां वरलक्ष्मी महोदयां प्रार्थयामि अतिथीनां परिचयं विदधातु इति। वरलक्ष्मी महोदये।
सर्वेभ्यः नमांसि भूयांसि। संस्कृतात्मा पीजी लाले आचार्यः पीजी लाले इति विषयमधिकृत्य अद्य भाषणं प्रस्तौति आचार्य जयश्री साथे वर्या। तस्याः संक्षिप्तं परिचयं प्रस्तौमि। She was a joint director or pro vice chancellor and general editor for Sanskrit dictionary project, Deccan College Postgraduate and Research Institute, Deemed University, Ayurveda, Pune. She took her MA and secured gold medal. She has PhD degree in Samaveda from Pune University and Jyotisha Shastri from Maharashtra Jyotisha Parishad. Vedic literature, Samaveda, Sanskrit literature, Pali, astronomy, astrology, lexicography are her academic interests. She gained 42 years of experience in research and teaching. She guided so many researchers from India, USA, Japan, Israel, South Korea, Vietnam, Sri Lanka. She guided 6 PhD students from Deccan College, working as external referee, chairman for Viva Voce of PhD candidates from various universities. She published 2 books and 5 books are under process. 7 books were edited. She contributed editing services for 26 volumes of an encyclopedic dictionary of Sanskrit on historical principles from 1985 to 2017. 63 research papers were published and 30 papers are under process of publication. She participated in 83 national, international seminars, symposiums, and workshops. She delivered 78 public lectures on various topics related to Vedic and Sanskrit studies. She was invited as chairperson, keynote speaker at more than 25 seminars. She was felicitated with a number of prestigious awards for remarkable contribution to the Vedic and Sanskrit studies. Recently, she was awarded a Kalidasa Samman Award, I think. Madam, am I right?
Yes,
From
yes,
Kavikala Guru, Kavikala Guru Kalidasa Samskrita University.
Yes.
Madam, we are fortunate enough to have you in this lecture session. Welcome you, Madam. Swagatam te. Asmakam asya bhashana कार्यक्रमस्य विशिष्टातिथिः अस्ति आचार्यः पेन्ना मधुसूदनवर्यः वाचस्पतिः। एषः महाभागः तेलंगाणाराज्यस्थः तेलंगाणाराज्ये लब्धजनिः उस्मानिया विश्वविद्यालये आचार्यम् अनन्तरं एम्फिल् PhD इत्यादीन् उपाधीन् अपि प्राप्नोत्। सम्प्रति अयं महाभागः कविकुल गुरु कालिदास संस्कृत विद्यालये महाराष्ट्रस्थे कविकुल गुरु कालिदास संस्कृत विश्वविद्यालये दर्शन विभाग संकाय प्रमुखः अपि च दार्शनिकः पंडितः कविः च सद्यः साहित्य अकादेमी पुरस्कारेण सभाजितः। सद्यः अयं महोदयः अपि कालिदास सम्मानेन पुरस्कृतः। नैकासु गोष्ठीषु शोधपत्राणि वाचितानि, अनन्तरं शोध छात्राः अपि मार्गदर्शनेन अनुगृहीताः। एषः अस्ति संक्षिप्तः परिचयः। भूयान् समयः भाषणार्थं देयः इति संक्षिप्तपरिचयं प्रस्तूय पुनरेकवारं व्याख्यात्रीं विशिष्टातिथिं च स्वागतीकृत्य वन्दनानि समर्प्य विरमामि। नमस्कारः।
धन्यवादः महोदये। इदानीम् अहम् अस्माकं प्रियम् आचार्यवर्यं सभायाः अध्यक्षं श्रीमन्तं नीलकण्ठं वर्यं स्वागतवचनानि विस्तारयतु भवान् इति प्रार्थयामि। आचार्याः नीलकण्ठं वर्याः।
धन्यवादाः सुब्रह्मण्य। साधु। हरिः ओम्। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सभायै नमः। सर्वप्रथमम् अद्य अस्मदभ्यर्थनाम् अङ्गीकृत्य संस्कृतात्मा PG लाले वर्यः इति अंशम् उद्दिश्य अस्मान् सर्वान् सम्बोधयितुम् आन्लैन् माध्यमेन आगतवतीभ्यः विदुषीमणिभ्यः आचार्याभ्यः जयश्री दिलीप साथे वर्याभ्यः हार्दिकं स्वागतं व्याहरामि। अपि च अस्मत् प्रियसुहृदे आचार्याय पेन्ना मधुसूदनाय एवञ्च सभायाम् अस्यां भागं ग्रहीतुम् अस्मदभ्यर्थनाम् अङ्गीकृत्य उपस्थितेभ्यः विद्वद्भ्यः विदुषीमणिभ्यः मित्रेभ्यः छात्रेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः हार्दिकं स्वागतं व्याहरामि। भवन्तः सर्वे जानन्ति, गते वर्षे जून् मासे 9 तारिकायाम् इति मन्ये स्मराम्यहं गुरुवर्याणां लाले महाशयानां संस्कृतसेवाम् उद्दिश्य एतादृशी काचन सभा आन्लैन् माध्यमेन समायोजिता अस्माभिः। तत्र अस्मन्मित्रं महाकविः पेन्ना मधुसूदनः स्वीय भाषणेन अस्मान् सर्वान् अपि च साक्षात् गुरुवर्यान् पीजी लाले महाशयान् अपि अत्यन्तम् आनन्दयामास। गुरुचरणाः स्वगृहात् सभायां तस्यां भागं गृहीत्वा अस्मान् सर्वान् अन्वगृह्णन्। It was very much exciting for all of us on the day. Astu gate मासे यदा अहं मधुसूदनम् अपृच्छम् गुरुचरणानाम् अत्यन्त सन्निहिताः विद्वांसः ये वर्तन्ते तान् मां सूचयतु मित्रा इति। जानन्ति भवन्तः, अनुपदमेव अस्माकं मधुसूदनः आचार्यायाः जयश्री दिलीप साथे वर्यायाः नाम माम् असूचयत्। ततः महोदयया साकम् अहम् अभाषे। सा च अत्यन्त आनन्देन अस्मत् प्रार्थनाम् अङ्गीचकार। लाले गुरुवर्यान् उद्दिश्य किं वा वच्मि अहम्। पूर्वम् एव उक्तं बहुवारं मया, सर्वत्र उच्यते सम्पूर्ण मानवतामूर्तिः इति। काश्मीरतः कन्याकुमारी पर्यन्तं भारते विद्यमानेषु विश्वविद्यालयेषु संस्कृत विभागेषु स्थिताः सर्वे अपि विद्वांसः यं कञ्चन भारतदेशे विद्वांसं जानन्ति इत्युक्ते स विद्वांसः अस्ति एकः एव अस्माकं गुरुवर्यः पीजी लाले वर्यः इति अहं सगर्वं वदामि। लाले महाशयानाम् अनुनित्यं वयं स्मरामः। ते महोदयाः मूविंग लाइब्रेरी इति वदन्ति स्म। अस्माकं विद्यार्थिनः सर्वे अपि विश्वविद्यालये यथा उच्यते शमदम करुणा संपूर्णानां साधु समागम संकीर्णानां इति। शमदम करुणा संपूर्णानां साधु समागम संकीर्णानाम् इति उच्यते महाकविभिः। तथा अस्माकं गुरुवर्याः लाले महोदयाः शमदम करुणा संपूर्णाः साधु समागम संकीर्णाः एवञ्च साक्षात् सरस्वती स्वरूपाः। तान् उद्दिश्य इदानीम् अस्मान् संबोधयितुम् अत्र विराजते आचार्य जयश्री दिलीप साथे वर्या। ताः अहं पुनः एकवारं स्वागतीकृत्य प्रार्थये। मैडम please start your speech. Dhanyavada. Mahoday,
Namo Namaha.
Arambam
Guru
Kuruvantu.
Sakshat. Yeah. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Honorable Director of Sanskrit Academy, Hyderabad, Professor Neelakantanji. Today's our chief guest, my friend, Professor Madhusudan Tenaji, Dr. Varalakshmi, and many others officials from Sanskrit Academy, as well as all the learned scholars who have gathered for today's program through Weblink. Sarvebhyo Vidvanvarennebhyo Namo Namaha. At the very outset, I express my thanks to Professor Neelakantan and Sanskrit Academy for giving me this opportunity to speak about late Professor P.G. Lalye. I have specially chosen the title Sanskrit Atma Mahamahopadhyay Pramod Ganesh Lalye. Everybody will agree with me, whosoever has come into his contact, that we have unanimously experienced his versatile scholarship and thorough affection. Fatherly or elderly, caring and affectionate behavior, respectful behavior even for juniors and students, all of us will have experienced. So today I am going to focus on some unique achievements, I would say, which I think are less known to many people. We know that he was born and brought up in Pune, and throughout his education, he proved himself as a very brilliant student. In 1955, he, as a student of the first batch of Pune University, secured MA degree in Sanskrit in first division and first rank in the Faculty of Arts, and was felicitated with several prizes, especially for Vedanta studies. Then, after MA results, next day he went to meet the renowned Sanskritist Guruvarya Professor R.N. Dandekar and asked him about the further studies. Dr. Dandekar heartily congratulated him for his grand success and wrote a message and handed over it to him and asked him to show it to Dr. S.N. Katre, the great linguist and famous world-renowned Sanskritist, who was the then director of our Deccan College. Dr. Lalye then met him and showed him the message. Immediately, Dr. K also congratulated him and asked him to join the gigantic project of Encyclopedic Dictionary of Sanskrit. I am quite glad and equally proud to mention this fact, to highlight this fact, that the beginning of Professor Lalye's versatile achievements began from our Deccan College and especially from the dictionary project. In 1951, he joined as lecturer of Sanskrit in the Osmania University, Hyderabad. There only he achieved MA degree in Hindi and he started his PhD thesis, PhD research work In 1969, I think, he obtained PhD degree from Usmania University on studies in Devi Bhagavatam, for which, see again, his scholarship and his extraordinary versatile studies, for which he was awarded Pandit Sathe Gold Medal for PhD excellence. As a very devoted teacher, he served there in various capacities and retired as HOD and professor in 1988. In his very long career as a university teacher, he had been a veritable source of inspiration to several generations of students and scholars specializing in Sanskrit studies. I would here especially mention some very bright students. For example, the former governor of Maharashtra state, Mahamahim, Dr. C. Vidyasagar Rao. Another name I would like to mention, Dr. C. Upender Rao, HOD, Sanskrit Department, JNU University, Delhi. And I have to mention with pride that my friend, or rather our friend, the great scholar, Professor Madhusudan Pennaji, he also is one of his great students. Then we know about his distinct scholarship and distinct works, and for which he was honored by several institutes and several, upadhis were conferred upon him, like Shastra Chudamani, Mahamohopadhyay, Sahitya Ratna, Sahitya Shri, and above all, to the top of all these, Rashtriya Sanskrit Pandit, Rashtriya Pandit, the President's Award by Government of India in 2000. He successfully guided 12 research scholars for their PhD degree and 8 for MPhil degree. He was connected with about 24 universities of our country as a resource person and external referee. The most noteworthy fact, I think, is his original contribution as a mediator to the study of Sanskrit literature in Telugu as well as in Marathi. I feel proud to mention that he has earnestly served as the connecting link for the Oriental scholars and students of Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh. In our conversations, he was used to mention several names of Telugu scholars and their Sanskrit works, their compositions in different disciplines, which need to be studied as research topics and which need to be published. So actually, he was linking both the states and not the states, I mean the scholars and the traditions of Sanskrit studies and knowledge traditions. So he was like Adharastambha of both the states. We have to mention in particular about his erudite scholarship encompassing various branches of Sanskrit and Indology, such as epics, Puranas, Kavyas, Kavya Shastra, Sahitya Shastra, Alankara Shastra, Natya Shastra, Kosha Shastra, creative literature in Sanskrit, and so many. Let us see about his works, which evidently and definitely point out his versatile scholarship. I would like to give the list of his books here for the information of newcomers or students. So the studies in the Devi Bhagavata, that was his PhD thesis, and which is published in the form of a book named Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, published by Popular Book Bombay, popular publication, I think. Krishna Karanamrutam, Shri Krishna Leela Tarangini, Vella Kondaraya Kavi Virachita. Really speaking, because of Dr. Lalye sir, we got acquainted with number of Telugu scholars and their works, beautiful works. Then Navarasa Manjari of Ananta Daivadnya, Suryodaya Kavya of Ananta Daivadnya, Purana Vimarsha Suchika, which is the bibliography of articles on Puranas. This is also a work helpful for students and researchers. Lalita Sahasranama Bhashya with Jayamangala commentary. Laukika Nyaya Kosha, Muka Panchashati, Pratyaya Kosha, Mallinatha, Ramayana, Shap, Ani Varadan. He has published Marathi translation of original G.R. Bhide's book, The Curses and Boons in the Mahabharata, in Ramayana. Then Vaishni Parinaya Champu, Buddha Bhushanam. And I would like to add few names of his works which are yet to be published. Those are Yoga Vasishtha, translation of some portion, Paduka Sahasram, Advaita Mudaha, idioms and phrases in Sanskrit language, Varadabhyudaya Champu, Srinivasa Champu, Uttara Rama Champu. Even going through the list and the names which cover number of disciplines, we say, my goodness, how great he was and how great scholar he was. And he has contributed almost to all the disciplines, important disciplines of Sanskrit knowledge. So today, overwhelmed with his contribution, I would like to focus on two particular books composed by him with a view to throw light on his thorough research and wider perspective in general. So I am going to concentrate on Srimad Devi Bhagavatam and Mallinatha to some extent. So Srimad Devi Bhagavatam. Vedic seers realized through penance that supreme power, the highest principle, is the controlling factor of the cosmic creation, sustenance, and illusion. They tried to name that highest Shakti, Chit Shakti. First they named it as Ruta, then Prajapati, then Varuna, then Hiranyagarbha, and likewise. In the Upanishads, we find principle is named as Atma or Paramatma or Brahma. In the Purana literature, that principle is given threefold aspects, and these aspects are named as Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Even in some Puranas, the supreme power is considered as the Matru Shakti, the power of creation, the power Srujana Shakti, and that was given the form of Devi, the mother goddess, the female divinity. And in the course of time, like other Puranas, the Devi Puranas emerged. The Devi Bhagavata Purana, composed by Vyasa Maharshi only, but in some later time, and the Shakti cult along with Bhakti cult emerged and started to develop in the country. So why it is named as Bhagavata? Not only Devi Purana. There is one story. When Uddhava, the favorite devotee of Lord Krishna, noticed that Lord Krishna is thinking about his exit from this universe, from this material life, he actually started weeping and crying. He bowed down his head on his feet, on the feet of Lord Krishna, and requested him not to leave. Oh my Lord, please don't leave us. It is possible for us to live in this world which is without you. Then Lord Krishna, out of affection, he consoled Uddhava and he said, he actually gave guarantee to him. Don't worry, my dear. Maharshi Vyasa is going to compose Bhagavata Purana. And I am giving you the word that my devotees, whosoever wants to meet me in person, my existence, they will experience incarnate in the Bhagavata Purana. So that is the Mahatmya of Srimad Bhagavata Purana. I think regarding Devi Purana also, the word is utilized there, Devi Bhagavata Purana. That is the significance of that word. And very truly, by going through the text, Srimad Devi Bhagavata, often I found that really because of Dr. Lalye's work, we can say, definitely, we can admit that yes, it is Devi Bhagavata Purana. Because of his thesis, because of his descriptions, because of his writing in in his thesis, he has proved that Purana as one of the Mahapuranas. Otherwise, that Devi Bhagavata Purana was, according to many scholars, we need not consider it as Mahapurana, but they were claiming it as Upapurana only. But because of Dr. Lalye's contribution, Lalye's thesis, we also can admit
वरलक्ष्मी महोदयां सूचयतु दूरभाषया। वरलक्ष्मी वरलक्ष्मी
some electricity problem. I will again continue. Sorry. So, yeah, I'm connected now. Yeah, due to some electricity problem. Okay. So, because he has elaborated the Devi Bhagavata Purana in 5 sections consisting of 59 chapters. Very minutely, he has studied the entire Purana and so classified beautifully that everything is open for you. This vision we should learn from his text and how to study, how to investigate, and how to present the things, which would be very clear and very effective for further studies. So, the sections in his books, I will tell you. In the first section, he has dealt with the concept of Devi in connection with Vedic literature, with Upanishads, with Ramayana, with Mahabharata, with Bhagavad Gita, with Tantra, with Agama, with various Purana Granthas, with Vedanta, with Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Smriti Granthas, and particularly with the Tantra Sharada Tilaka. See his wider perspective. So if we go through this section, the Devi cult, the fundamentals of Devi cult, all are explained thoroughly. Then in the second section, philosophy and religion of Devi Bhagavata Purana, he has discussed on various important doctrines, Devi and various important doctrines like Maya, Tantra, Mantra, Kala, Bijakshara, Shakti, Bhakti, Upasana, Stotra, number of ways he has connected the Devi Sankalpana with different doctrines. A thorough study of Devi cult from this angle. The next chapter is most attractive for common people also. It deals with legends. And he has minutely studied and classified the myths and legends in 18 different groups as Vedic, epic, Prakruti, cosmological, and Pitha legends, and so on and so many. It is really, really wonderful to read this. And I would suggest that this text should be included in the curriculum of the workshops on mythology. In our university, Deccan College University also, we are conducting such workshops, research methodology workshops, and I would definitely now suggest to include this text in our curriculum. The most unique or noteworthy feature of his research on Srimad Devi Bhagavata is the literary appreciation of the text. I don't think that this aspect is taken care of by any scholar regarding Purana study. This is also a wonderful contribution. He has discussed on various aspects like rasa, alankara, chanda, shaili, narration techniques, structural and stylistic particularities, which makes his research very much interesting. From the literary point of view, he has taught us, he has put forth us the best example how to deal with the text and how to understand the very merits of any text. The 6 appendices simply add to the value of his research on a very high level. These enlist 108 Devi Pithas in our country, description of Manidvipa, certain beliefs and superstitions, crimes and the types of hell, cosmographical and astrological views, ideas about goddess in other countries. All these reveal geographical, social, ethical, religious, cultural, social conditions of our country. So not for the people who are interested in Sanskrit, but for common people, for those who are studying about our ancient traditions and knowledge traditions and knowledge systems, for them also, and for sociological studies also. His text and his answers is very much important, and one has to go through it. When I was reading it, I always felt that I should put forth all these peculiarities in front of many people, in front of students. Array, just go through it. You will learn many, many things. So in this way, the Devi Bhagavata Purana gives us its outstanding research presentation, and which helps us in number of ways, which shows us the path of perfect research aptitude and perfect research presentation of the matter. The second text is Mallinatha. He names it as a monograph. But when I started to read it, again, my mind was full of joy. It's really not worth to say it as a monograph, though it covers, or it is of some 100 and some pages. It gives you such a deep essence, and its significance is so great, so high, that everybody, whosoever is interested in the literary criticism, has to go through his work, Mallinatha. His work, Mallinatha, is dealing with the commentaries by Mallinatha. We know Mallinatha is Vyakhyatru Chakravarti, the commentator par excellence. In Marathi, I would like to tell you that the word Mallinathi we use, it is established in the sense of tika, comment, bhashya, vyakhyana. So we use the word Mallinathi. This is the significance of Mallinatha's work. So he has written very beautiful commentaries on 7 kavyas like Raghuvamsha, Kumara Sambhava, Meghaduta, Kiratarjuniya, Shishupalavadha, Naishadhiya Charita, and Bhakti Kavya. He was Sarvashastra Sampanna, Vyutpanna Pandit. I would add here a fact that Mallinatha and Professor P.G. Lalye, who has written a great book on the commentaries, both of them, they were really honored with the Upadhi of Mahamahopadhyay. So I consider his writing, Lalye's writing on Mallinatha as a Sadrusho Sambandha, Samasama Sanyogaha, or we can call as Gunini Gudadnyo Ramate. And Dhimatam na Kashchida Vishaya Asti. So we find that as Mallinatha, right, writing his commentaries, he has explicitly pointed out his scholarship, his versatile scholarship. He was well versed in number of disciplines, in number of fields. So he gives quotations, original quotations from number of shastras. Let us see from which disciplines he gives us quotations in his commentaries. From Shruti, from Upanishads, from Koshas. He knows almost all the Sanskrit koshas. Advaita, Vedanta, Nyaya, Yoga, political science, Tantra, Dharma Shastra, Smriti literature, Alankara Shastra, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranas, Sangeeta, Nritya, Natya, Shakuna Shastra, Dhanurvidya, Vyakaran. He was a perfect grammarian. So one gets astonished how one person can achieve mastery for all these disciplines. But it is true, we are experiencing this in Mallinatha's commentaries as well as in the work composed by, in the work written on Mallinatha's commentaries by P.G. Lalye. So I would like to give some examples also here. I have seen those examples, but due to time constraint, I will just focus on some important points here. He has particularly classified all his quotations and chapter wise, as I just given you the subjects. Likewise, he has given Mallinatha's commentary quotations. Quotations from Nyaya, quotations from Vedanta, quotations from Koshas. So systematically and so minutely, he has studied all these commentaries and classified them, his quotations, and Namulam Likhyate Kinchit. That was the Pratigna of Mallinatha, and Lalye sir has followed it word by word, and he has provided input notes for everything, every point of his discussion. He has provided us the references from Mallinatha's commentary and the original text from Raghuvamsha, from Kumar Sambhav, and that makes us the thesis, the Mallinatha work, a full-fledged work, which will guide us thoroughly. So particularly, he has focused, or he has written on Alankara Shastra and Kosha Shastra and grammar in separate chapters. Regarding those koshas, we should actually thank Professor Lalye that he has provided us a very vast data, well classified, Kavya-wise and Sarga-wise, number of quotations he has given in tabular form. So we can use that as the basic material, and even any student, any researcher, not only he shows us the path how to understand Mallinatha's commentaries, but he has provided us the material for further deep studies. It's really wonderful to have Professor Lalye's works with us, and we are fortunate that we can go through it and we can teach. So again, I feel that for the courses, as I told regarding mythological workshops, we have to include his book. Likewise, in the research methodology, in the courses on literary criticism, we have to include his book, Mallinatha. And another fact that Namulam Likhyate Kinchit, this principle is very much taught by Lalye sir also. He has mentioned other scholars who have worked on Mallinatha, and he has given due respect to them with mention, not only mentioning, in footnotes he has mentioned that this I have taken from this book. And even before publication, some scholars have given him the references and the information, and very rightly he has mentioned them by name also. Regarding grammar, also he has thoroughly explained that how Mallinatha was a great grammarian. He generally paraphrases the word and then quotes Panini's Sutra or Sutras to explain its formation. And many times he has quoted even from Mahabhashya and Pradipa's, Kayyata's Pradipa, seen Mallinatha's scholarship. And regarding Alankara Shastra, detailed description he has provided. And various Alankaras he has explained, he has pointed out, and he has refuted if some other rhetorician has claimed some other different figure of speech, how he has established his view. Because of these and these reasons, I would prefer this should be the figure of speech here and this verse. So this is simply the mastery over Alankara Shastra also, and because of Professor Lalye's explanations, it is very much easy for us to understand Mallinatha and then to understand all these kavyas. So I would like to say that as the sun causes the lotuses to bloom, or the lamp illumines the entire area wherever it is kept, or the entire house, the Mallinatha's commentaries in the form of a lamp and Professor Lalye's monograph on Mallinatha, Deepat Deepaha Prajvalitaha, likewise. That work also throw light on explicit and implicit meanings of these great Mahakavyas. And it is needless to say that with the help of the works of both of them, we can enjoy really the Brahmananda Sahodara Ananda, or as Mammata in his Kavya Prakasha says, Sadhyak Paranirvrittaye. So, Mahajano Yena Gatasta Pantha, both of them, they were Mahajana, Bahushruta, and great scholars. The path they have shown us, we have just to try to walk on that, to follow the path of thorough investigation, thorough study, and to get that highest knowledge and highest bliss, I think. I have particularly given the title of my lecture as Sanskritatma. I would come to that point. We have all experienced his very, what to say, affectionate nature and respectful behavior with even youngsters and with everybody. So I think as a human being, he was really a pure soul. He was a divine soul, no doubt in it. So I would say that he was Sanskritatma. Even further, I would add, he was Susanskritatma, as a great noble human being, Udara Charita, Ajata Shatru, Jagan Mitra, Bahushruta. So he was a pure Sanskritatma, Susanskritatma, and Sakala Guna Varishtha, I would say, endowed with all the noble human qualities. And as a teacher or as a guru, we can say he was Guru Guna Garishta, endowed with all the qualities of a best teacher. That's why it's conferred upon Mahamopadhyaya Upadhi. Sanskrit was actually his lifeline. The Subhashita, Kavya Shastra Vinodena Kalo Gachati Dhimatam. It suits to him because he was spending his whole life that Sanskrit Adhyasa, Sanskrit was his passion. I have also experienced that. Shall I continue?
Continue, madam, please continue.
Yeah. So he was Sanskritma as a great Sanskrit scholar, versatile Sanskrit scholar, which is loved by all and everyone whosoever came in his contact. In somewhere 2008 or 9, I came in his contact because of the one seminar, national seminar on Puran literature. I came in his contact. Otherwise, I was quite acquainted with his name and fame, but because of the personal contact, because the meetings of this seminar were conducted at his residence, then we got such a affectionate relationship. I experienced that in Sindhutai's behavior also. And both of them, they were actually speaking made for each other. Vadartha Vivasamprakti. So Sindhutai was always with him. And during his last days, he used to phone me, and many times she said to me after her demise, sad demise, he told me once that what to tell you, madam, she was not only a wife, she was my Sakhi, my Maitrin. For last 63 years, we were together. And many times she said that you people, because of you people, and I am here. Sanskrit was his shwas, I think. And he was very much fond of giving you number of things about Sanskrit studies. That was his nature. And so I'm also quite, what to say, I don't have enough words to express my respect, my feelings for both of them. With this Sumananjali, Shabda Sumananjali, I would like to offer to both of them and pay my respect and great tribute to both of them. It is very difficult to forget him. Not difficult also, it is impossible. I always say, those who are very close to your heart, they can't leave you. With their memories, they always live with you. And those who are not that much close to you, they leave you. So he will remain with us, with his words as well as with his memories. And I'm thankful to God that he has given me this opportunity to have Runanubandha with Professor Lalye sir and Sindhutai. And with these words, I would stop here. And once again, I thank you all, the learned scholars, for your patient hearing. Once again, thank you all. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. We are blessed by your speech. As you said, Devi Bhagavatam, the PhD thesis of our great professor. Still, even now, it is a great reference book to the people who are doing research on Puranas. Yes. And Mallinatha, it is an extraordinary book. There is no doubt at all. And there are so many things we can go on telling about him. As you said, he is Ajata Shatru. And then Jagan Mitram, what a wonderful word you used, Jagan Mitram he is Jagan Mitram. And Sakala Sadguna Varishtaha Mahanubhavaha. So a great song, as you said, it is just impossible to forget him. At every moment. Now I'm surprised to note that he was talking to you, speaking to you on phone, even in the month of July, just before his demise. He spoke to me, and he spoke to even our Penna, and he spoke to a great person, Mahakavi Sripasha Vijayasarthi, who is there in the Karimnagar. When I went to him, he was telling, Lalye sir nak phone chesaru. Lalye sir spoke to me on phone. See, such a wonderful person. We are missing him a lot. It is just impossible to forget him, madam. Thank you very much for your lecture, madam. We are honored by you. And now I request my dear friend Professor Penna to speak.
Pranamah, sir. Shruyate khal?
Yes, Shruyate.
Sir, kaya bhashya, sir?
Ichha.
Acha. संस्कृत परिषदः व्याख्यानमिति कारणेन संस्कृतम् अथवा बहवः जानन्तु इति कारणेन इंग्लिश इति
चिन्ता नास्ति अत्र सर्वेपि संस्कृतं जानन्ति एव
जानन्ति तर्हि आनन्दः सर प्रमोदः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः शुष्कः सिन्धुः प्रमोदस्य अद्यापि तृषिता वयम् इति उक्तं तेषां निधन समये शुष्कः सिन्धुः प्रमोदस्य यतः ते प्रमोद सिन्धु लाळे महोदयाः अतः अद्य प्रमोदस्य सिन्धुः शुष्कः सिन्धु इति मातुः नाम पुनश्च अद्यापि तृषिता वयं, परन्तु अस्माकं तृषा, अस्माकं पिपासा न शान्ता, परन्तु समुद्रः शुष्कः इति मम भावना जाता। गतवर्षे तेषां साङ्गत्यम् आसीत्, तेषां दर्शनमपि जातं, तेषां विषये एक चर्चासत्रमेव आयोजितम् आसीत्, यत्र तेषामेव समक्षं वयं सर्वेपि तेषां मधुरस्मृतिः तत्र बहुधा वितीर्णवन्तः। परन्तु स कालः आगतः यदद्य तेषां स्मृतिमात्रम् अवशिष्यति इति, परन्तु कालो हि महान् इति तत्र तस्मै कालाय नमः इत्युक्त्वा अद्यतन महतः व्याख्यानस्य आयोजकाः परमादरणीयाः आचार्याः नीलकण्ठं महोदयाः तथा याः अद्य अत्र उपस्थाय अत्यन्त सारगर्भवचोभिः अस्मान् अनुगृहीतवत्यः ताभ्यः जयश्री महोदयाभ्यः मम प्रणामाः। तथा अत्र ये च सुहृदः अत्र उपस्थिताः तेभ्यश्च मम भूरिशः अभिनन्दनानि। संस्कृतात्मा महामहोपाध्यायः पीजी लाळे महोदयः इति कश्चन विषयो न भवति, वस्तुतः एकं जीवनम्, एकेनैव वाक्येन एकं जीवनमेव समाहृतं किम् इति मे भाति। यतः तादृशं जीवनं तत्र प्रतिफलति। संस्कृतात्मा महामहोपाध्यायः पीजी लाळे महोदयः इत्यनेनैव वाक्येन सर्वमपि समाहृतं स्यादिति भाति। अतः जयश्री महोदयाः यथा उपस्थापितवत्यः तच्छ्रवणेनैव प्रत्येकमपि क्षणः स्मृतिपथम् आयाति। तेषाम् आदितः साङ्गत्य मधु यत्किमपि आस्वादितं तत्सर्वमपि इदानीम् अचिरादेव आस्वादितमिव जिह्वाग्रे मधु इव तिष्ठति। अतः तादृशाः ते गुरवः। स्थाने खलु इयं सभा आयोजिता, यत् गुरूणां संस्मरणेन अस्माकं सर्वेषामपि पुनश्च प्रेरणा भवति। यतः एतादृशाः विरला एव भवन्ति इति वयं जानीमः। यथा क्वचित् उच्यते, स्थानेषु शिष्यनिवहैः विनियुज्यमाना विद्या गुरुं हि गुणवत्तरम् आतनोति इति। तथा अत्रापि महोदयाः तत्र परमं प्रमाणं यत् शिष्यपरमाणुना यत्किमपि संसाधितं स्यात् तदपि पर्वतीकृत्य सर्वेषु वितीर्य स्वयं मोमुद्यमानचेतसः तयेव तस्य गन्धवाहित्वं भजन्तः आसन्। अर्थात् शिष्यपरमाणोः तादृशकार्यसुगन्धमपि ते सर्वत्र प्रसारयितुम् इच्छन्ति। तर्हि किं वा वक्तव्यं तादृशानां विषये? यदि परमात्मनः वासुदेवस्य गुणगानं करणीयम् इति तर्हि अस्मादृशाः तत्र किं वा कुर्युः? अतः सर्वथा अशक्यमेव। परन्तु यदपि अस्माभिः अस्माकं भाग्यवशात् साक्षात्कृतं स्यात् तदेव किञ्चित् भाग्येन पुनः वाचमधितिष्ठेत्। अतः वाणी तत्र प्रमाणम् इति मत्वा किञ्चिदिव वयं पश्यामः तेषां मधुरक्षणाः अस्माभिः कथम् अनुभूता इति। आचार्यास्तावत् आचार्यत्वं वहन्ति इति एकं, मार्गदर्शकाः मार्गदर्शकत्वं वहन्ति इति अन्यत्, सहृदय शिरोमणयः इति अन्यत्, संशोधक श्रेष्ठाः तल्लजाः इति अन्यत्। आतिथ्येपि वस्तुतः तेषां समानम् आतिथ्यम् अन्यः कोऽपि प्रदातुं न शक्नोति। यतः अस्माकं स्वगृहेपि तदा आतिथ्यं क्वचिदेव लभ्यते इति मे भाति। अतः सर्वविध गुणपूर्णाः एते इति यद् उक्तं महोदयाभिः तत् सर्वथा च तथ्यं वहति। यतः तादृशाः विरलाः ये एतादृशगुणैः सम्पन्नाः भवन्ति इति सत्यमेव। तत् क्वचित् अहं स्मरामि, अहं यदा MA आचार्य कक्षायाम् आसं तदा प्रथमवारं तेषां दर्शनं जातं। कादम्बरी कथामुखस्य तदितर ग्रन्थानां च पाठनं कारयिष्यति। तदा तत्र तेषां वैदुष्यं मया अवलोकितं यत् व्याख्यानगतविषयानपि विवृण्वानाः ते भवन्ति स्म। तर्हि तादृश काले अस्माकं कुसुमकोमले मनसि स्थायिकः कश्चन प्रभावो जातः, यत् व्याख्यानद्वारा मूलग्रन्थस्य अवलोकने कथम् अस्माकं प्रवृत्तिः स्यात् इति कथं ते बोधितवन्तः इति साक्षात् दर्शयित्वा एव, न तु लिखित्वा। अतः अद्य अहं स्मरामि यत् ततः तादृश संशोधनबीजानि उक्तानि अस्माकं मनस्सु, परन्तु सर्वदा एतद् भवति, वितरति गुरुः विद्यां प्राज्ञे यथैव तथा जडे, न च खलु तयोः शक्तिं ज्ञाने करोति अपहन्ति वा इति बहुभूतिर्वदति। तथा गुरुः समानतया सर्वं प्रददाति, परन्तु कश्चन किञ्चित् गृह्णाति, कश्चन अपरं किञ्चित् गृह्णाति इति तत्र सहृदयाः प्रमाणं। तथापि अहं पश्यामि तदनन्तरकाले मम गुरवः वङ्गीपुरं रामानुजाचार्यस्वामिनः यदा PhD कुर्वन्तः आसन्, तदा ते PhD एकैकं प्रकरणं समाप्य मम हस्ते दत्वा, मधो गत्वा लाळे महोदयेभ्यः एतद् दातव्यम्। तर्हि अहं पेन्ना कोरियर् सर्वीस् इव अहं तदा करोमि स्म। तद् तेषां बोयिन्पल्लितः राणीगञ्ज् गत्वा महोदयानां गृहे गत्वा तद् ददामि स्म। परन्तु तेषां तादृशं नवनीतकल्पं हृदयं यत् ते तदापि मां मित्रवत् स्वीकृतवन्तः। न्यूनातिन्यूनं 40 वर्षाणाम् अनन्तरं तथापि ते मां मित्रवत् स्वीकृतवन्तः। तथा मां बहु ते वदन्ति स्म, कथयन्ति स्म, विवृण्वन्ति स्म। तादृशं प्रत्येकं क्षणमपि तादृशमेव, यत् प्रेरणां विना अन्यत् किमपि न दत्तमेव भाति तादृशं। तदनन्तरं यदा मया ज्ञातमेतत् यत् अपरे च आचार्याः ब्रह्मश्री कन्दाडे रामानुजाचार्यस्वामिनः PhD कर्तुम् इच्छुकाः आसन्, परन्तु ते गृहे आसन्। एकदा तेषां गृहस्य बहिः कश्चन आगत्य नाम व्याहरति इति श्रुतं, बहिरागत्य दृष्टं चेत् लाळे महोदयाः। तर्हि रामानुजाचार्यस्वामिनः आश्चर्यचकिताः, कथमेते विभागप्रमुखाः कस्यचन छात्रस्य गृहमिव आगतः कथं? तर्हि ते अन्तरागत्य उक्तवन्तः इति, एतद् PhD कृते अन्तिमदिनाङ्कः, अहं फार्म् आनीतवान्, आवेदनपत्रम्, इदानीं भवान् अद्यैव पूरयित्वा मम हस्ते ददातु, अहं तत्र समर्पयामि, अनन्तरम् अहं गैड् भवामि, कार्यं भवतु, यतः भवान् तादृशः विद्वान् इत्यादि उक्त्वा तद् आवेदनपत्रं पूरयित्वा तन्नीत्वा समर्पितमिति महोदयैः। तदनन्तरं यदा सः ग्रन्थः अलङ्कारमणिहारः इति परकालयतीन्द्रस्वामिनः, सः ग्रन्थः अन्यत्र नोपलभ्यते स्म, तदा आचार्याः मैसूरं गत्वा, महीशूरपुरं गत्वा, ततः ग्रन्थचतुष्टयम् आनीय, अर्थात् भागचतुष्टये स ग्रन्थः तम् आनीय पूनानगरे स्थापयित्वा, यदा आचार्याः पूनानगरं गताः रामानुजाचार्यस्वामिनः, तदा केनापि कारणेन गृहे गमनं नाभवत्, ते तावत् रैल्वे स्टेशन् मध्ये आसन्। तर्हि लाळे महोदयाः ग्रन्थचतुष्टयं स्वीकृत्य धावित्वा अन्तिमक्षणे कथञ्चित् किटिकीतः वातायनात् तानि पुस्तकानि दत्तवन्तः इति। इदानीं डॉक्टर कन्दाडे रामानुजाचार्यस्वामिनः सर्वदा संस्मरन्ति यत् आचार्याः क्षणे क्षणे पदे पदे मां कथम् उपाकुर्वन् इति मया संस्मर्यते चेत् मम रोमाञ्चो भवति इति ते वदन्ति। तथा बहूनाम् अस्ति ममापि जीवने। यतः यदा अहम् MPhil कर्तुं गतः पुणेनगरं, तर्हि यानस्य पृष्ठतः उपविश्य सम्पूर्ण भण्डार्कर् इन्स्टिट्यूट्, दक्कन् कालेज्, फर्गुसन् इत्यादि सर्वत्रापि भ्रामयित्वा ते कथयन्ति स्म तत्र तत्र इतिहासः कीदृशः आसीत् इति। अतः सर्वदा मम भाति ज्ञानम् इति गुरुसकाशादेव प्राप्यते, परन्तु ते गुरवः स्वयं कृपालवः यदा भवन्ति तदा तु अस्माकं भाग्यस्य किं वक्तव्यं महिमानं, तस्य महिम्नः विषये किं वक्तव्यम् इति। अतः सर्वदापि आचार्याः आचार्यत्वस्य निदर्शनमिति अहं पश्यामि। कृतार्थो हि नाम आचार्यो भवति इति तैत्तिरीयोपनिषद् भाष्ये शङ्करभगवत्पादाः कथयन्ति। कृतार्थो हि नाम आचार्यो भवति इति। अत्र अहं पश्यामि कृतार्थत्वं कीदृशमिति। तेषाम् अस्माकम् आन्ध्रदेशस्य आन्ध्रविदुषां च विषये महती प्रीतिः। यतः यः कश्चन फोन करोति अथवा गृहं गच्छति तम् अवश्यमेव वदति यत् आन्ध्रदेशे महान्तः विद्वांसः आसन्, इदानीमपि तत्र तत्र सन्ति, तेषां कृतीनाम् अध्ययनं समग्रम् अध्ययनं विधातव्यं, तेषां च अप्रकाशितग्रन्थानां विषये संशोधनं कर्तव्यं। यथा बुक्कपट्टनं ब्रदर्स्, बुक्कपट्टनं सोदराः, बेल्लंकोण्ड रामराय कवयः इति बहूनां विषये वस्तुतः ममापि लज्जा अभवत् यत् आन्ध्रदेशीयो भूत्वा अहं यावन् न जानामि तावत् सर्वं ते जानन्ति स्म, प्रेम्णा तद् वितरन्ति स्म। तथा तेषां विषये उक्तं, तथा मानवली रामकृष्णकवि महोदयानां विषये तैरेव उक्तं, तथा दिवाकर्ल वेङ्कटावधानिनां विषये। अतः एकैकस्य विषये कथम् इदानीं वयं जानीमः इति अहं पश्यामि। लाळे महोदयाः तिरुमल रामचन्द्र महोदयानां विषये, मानवली रामकृष्णकवीनां विषये, तथा बुक्कपट्टनं सोदराणां विषये एकैकस्य विषये एतावत् प्रामाणिकरीत्या प्रतिपादयन्ति यत् अवश्यमेव अस्माभिः ते ग्रन्थाः पठनीयाः भवन्ति। शरद्रात्रिविषये तैरेव अहं बोधितः। वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदी व्याख्यानम् अस्ति, तत्र लभ्यते इत्यादि बेल्लंकोण्ड रामराय कवीनां विषये। तर्हि एतत् तावत् तेषां विपुलं ज्ञानं, विशदं ज्ञानं, सर्व अङ्गसंस्पर्शि ज्ञानं तादृशं तेषाम् अस्ति इति एकं। तदपेक्षया ते गुण्डराव हर्करे महोदयानां प्रत्ययकोशं सम्पाद्य प्रकाश्य च महान्तम् उपकारं कृतवन्तः। यतः तादृशम् एकं कार्यं तस्मिन्नेव काले अकारि इति आश्चर्यं भवति, परन्तु लाळे महोदयाः तद् दर्शितवन्तः। मल्लिनाथ मनीषा इति पुस्तकस्य विषये एव भवतु, तदनन्तरं साहित्य अकाडेमीतः मल्लिनाथग्रन्थः एव प्रकाशितः। तर्हि सर्वत्रापि तेषाम् अत्रत्य विदुषां विषये महान् प्रीत्य अतिशय आसीत् इत्यत्र न कोऽपि अतिशयोक्ति लेशः। अत एव वदन्ति स्म आधुनिककाले रवा श्रीहरिमहोदयाः कीदृशं कार्यं कुर्वन्ति, कुल्लल रामचन्द्रमहोदयाः कीदृशं कार्यं कुर्वन्ति, अनन्तरम् एते सर्वेपि आन्ध्रदेशस्य प्रतिष्ठा बीजम् इति ते कथयन्ति स्म। अनन्तरम् अस्माकं निदेशकवर्याणां विषये तेषां प्रीतिः, महती प्रीतिः। नीलकण्ठं महोदयः तत्र विश्वविद्यालयस्य प्रशासनकर्मणि व्यग्राः, अन्यथा अत्यन्तं समर्थाः। तर्हि वस्तुतः यदा अत्र संस्कृत अकाडेमी निदेशकपदं प्राप्तं तर्हि अत्यन्तं प्रमुदिताः। ते उक्तवन्तः अहं भाषिष्ये, अहं मम भावनाः तत्र वक्तुम् इच्छामि, अभिव्यक्ताः कर्तुम् इच्छामि इत्यादिकं ते कथितवन्तः। तथा अहं पश्यामि विभिन्न जनरेशन्स्, विभिन्न समवाय जनानां मध्ये ते एक आधारस्तम्भ इव आसन्। अतः यथा निदेशकमहोदयैश्च उक्तं यत् काश्मीरतः कन्याकुमारी पर्यन्तं, गुजराततः अस्सां पर्यन्तं यदि सर्वेपि संस्कृतजनाः एकं कमपि विद्वांसं जानीयुः, स महोदयः केवलं लाळे महोदयः। एतत्तु परमसत्यं। यतः BK स्वयं महोदयः तत्र ओरिस्सा, गौतम पटेल महोदयः गुजरात्, मुरली माधवन राजेन्द्र महोदयः केरल, तत्र नवजीवन रस्तोगी सदृश विद्वांसः तत्र काश्मीर सदृश प्रदेशेषु, एवं सर्वेपि एकं महोदयं समानतया आदरपूर्वकं जानन्ति इति अस्माकं आचार्याः एव। तत्र वयं वस्तुतः भाग्यम् अनुभवामः यद् एतादृशानाम् आचार्याणां प्रीतिपात्रं वयमपि अभवाम इति अस्माकम् अहोभाग्यमेव। अतः एकया दृष्ट्या तेषाम् अत्र प्रीतिः, अत्रत्यानां विषये च प्रीतिः, तथा तेषां संशोधनं। यतः यदा वरङ्गल् नगरे आसन् तदा तेलुगु टीचर् आसन्, तत्र तेलुगु लेक्चरर् हरिशिवकुमार महोदयानां गृहं गत्वा ततः तद् ललितासहस्रनाम पुस्तकं मैनुस्क्रिप्ट् प्राप्य तत् पुनः एते प्रकाशितवन्तः। तथा तेलुगु हस्तलिखितग्रन्थानां विषये तेषां महान् आदरः। तदनन्तरं ते मराठी भाषया अस्माकं योगी वेमन, भद्राचल रामदासु, अन्नमाचार्य एतेषां विषये लेखान् लिखितवन्तः। अस्माकं तेलुगु सत्पुरुषाणां विषये लेखान् लिखितवन्तः, तथा मराठी सत्पुरुषाणां विषये तेलुगु भाषया लेखान् लिखितवन्तः। एवं आंध्र महाराष्ट्र इति प्रदेशद्वयस्य संस्कृतिद्वयस्य वारधिभूताः एते आचार्याः आसन्। अतः सर्वथा वयम् अधमर्णाः। अत्र महाराष्ट्रजनाः, तत्र आन्ध्रजनाश्च तेलुगुजनाश्च अत्यन्तम् अधमर्ण्यम् अनुभवन्ति, यतः एतेषां खलु कारणेन वयम् अस्माकं भेदं विस्मृतवन्तः इति। तथा संशोधनविषये, संशोधनस्य प्रामाणिकतायाः विषये, प्रकाशनविषये एतेषां महान् आग्रहः। अत एव जीवनस्य अपराङ्के सन्तः अपि एते आचार्याः निततस्वाध्यायरताः, सततस्वाध्यायरताः। अतः किं कृतवन्तः, सर्वदा idioms and phrases of Sanskrit language इति पुल्लल रामचन्द्रुडु महोदयैः आचार्यैः लिखितस्य ग्रन्थस्य मराठी अनुवादं कृतवन्तः, महतः ग्रन्थस्य। तद् अस्माकं विश्वविद्यालयेन प्रकाशयिष्यते। तथा अद्वैतामोदः इति, यदा अहं एम्.फिल् कुर्वन् आसम् तदैव तैरुक्तम्। अद्वैतामोदः इति वासुदेवशास्त्री अभ्यङ्कर महोदयानां कश्चन ग्रन्थोऽस्ति, यत्र सप्तविध अनुपपत्तीनां सप्रमाणं खण्डनं कृतमिति। तत्पूर्वं मया केवलं सप्तविध अनुपपत्तयः ब्रह्मश्री कन्दाडे रामानुजाचार्य महोदयानां मुखारविन्दादेव श्रुताः, परन्तु तासां खण्डनमपि कृतम् अत्रत्य विदुषा इति ज्ञात्वा। तदनन्तरमेव स ग्रन्थः मया अधिगतः। एवं बहूनां ग्रन्थानां परिचयं कारितवन्तः, बहूनां जीवने। यथा तत्र रोशन् भगत् अस्ति, तत्र बन्सी इत्यस्ति अस्माकं मित्रम्। एते मदपेक्षयापि अत्यन्तं तरुणाः, उप 35 पर्यन्तमेव, परन्तु तेऽपि अधुना स्मरन्ति, यतः प्रतिदिनं गत्वा लाळे महोदयानां सविधे उपविश्य ततः तांस्तान् ग्रन्थान् ते अधिकृतवन्तः। यथा नवरसमञ्जरी, यथा बुधभूषणम् इत्यादि ग्रन्थान् ते सम्यक् पठितवन्तः। अतः अद्यापि ते स्मरन्ति इति शाखोपशाखतया तेषां यशः विस्तृतम्। अतः महामहोपाध्याय इति बिरुदभाजः एते आचार्याः सर्वदा तस्य बिरुदस्य सार्थक्यं दर्शयन्ति, तथा तस्य महत्त्वमपि स्वजीवनेन दर्शितवन्तः इति। यः कश्चन अस्माकं नरसिंहराव सर् महोदयः आसीत्, इदानीं नास्ति, परन्तु सः महोदयः, रवा श्रीहरि महोदयः, शतपथी महोदयः, अस्माकम् आचार्याः नीलकण्ठ महोदयाः, तथा मुरलीधर शर्मा महोदयाः, ये केऽपि पुण्यनगरं गताः अवश्यं लाळे महोदयानां गृहं गच्छन्ति। अन्यथा तेषां दूरध्वनिना अन्यथा परुषवाक्यानि न भवन्ति, परन्तु प्रेमपरुषवाक्यानि श्रोतव्यानि भवन्ति। यतः ते अवश्यं वदन्ति, पुण्यनगरम् आगत्य लाळे महोदयानां गृहं नागतम् इति महान् अपराधः। धर्मशास्त्रे सः अपराधः दर्शित इव। अतः ते वदन्ति, मम गृहम् आगन्तव्यं, दिनत्रयं स्थातव्यं, मया सह चर्चा करणीया, भोजनं कर्तव्यम् इत्यादि। वस्तुतः एतत् तावत् दुष्करं तादृशं जीवनं दर्शितम्। अतः सर्वोऽपि तादृशं स्मरति, स्वजीवने च यथाशक्ति तद् दर्शयितुं प्रयतते इति वयं पश्यामः आचार्याणां जीवने। अतः अहं पश्यामि, क्वचित् भाष्ये एवं श्रूयते वेदानां विषये, मातृशतेभ्योऽपि वत्सलतरा श्रुतिः इति। इदं वाक्यं श्रीभाष्येऽपि अस्ति, शाङ्करभाष्येऽपि अस्ति। अतः वदति, मातृशतेभ्योऽपि वत्सलतरा श्रुतिः, तादृशी श्रुतिः इति। अहं पश्यामि, मातृशतेभ्योऽपि वत्सलतराः इमे आचार्याः। एते आचार्याः मातृशतेभ्योऽपि वत्सलतराः। यतः अत्र अहं पश्यामि, सर्वदा सर्वे वदन्ति पुंभाव सरस्वत्यः। अहं पश्यामि, पुंभाव जनन्यः पुरुषरूपेण माता तिष्ठतीव भाति मम आचार्य महोदयान् दृष्ट्वा। यतः मातृहृदयं पितृस्वरूपम्। अतः जगतः पितरौ वन्दे, पार्वती परमेश्वर इति अन्ये वदेयुः, जगतः पितरौ वन्दे केवलं लाळे महोदयान् इति अस्माभिः वक्तव्यं। तादृश माता पितृत्वम् अस्माभिः अवलोकितम्, अनुभूतम्, आस्वादितम्। अतः सर्वदा अहं पश्यामि, एतादृशानां साङ्गत्यं जीवने प्राप्य वयं धन्याः। परन्तु तत् साङ्गत्यं गतवर्षे तद् कथमिव छायातरुः आतपे यदि महता वायुना उद्ध्वस्तः तर्हि महति प्रचण्डे आतपे अस्माकं का वा स्थितिः स्यात् तथा अस्माकं गतिरीदृशी जाता यत् एतादृशे अत्यन्तशुष्ककाले यादृशी तरुच्छाया अपेक्षिता सा तरुच्छाया खलु व्यपगता इति दुःखं भवति मनः चेखिद्यते तदापि तेषां स्मरणमेव अस्माकं जीवातुः इति अहं पश्यामि यतः सतां स्मरणमपि अस्माकं प्रेरणायै भवति अस्मान् अग्रे नयति अस्माकमपि जीवने यावान् कालः अवशिष्टः तावान् अत्र सार्थकीकर्तव्यः इत्यत्र तेषां पवित्रस्मरणमेव कारणम् अनन्तरं निदानमित्यपि अहं पश्यामि अतः सर्वदा ते संस्कृतात्मानः सर्वदा ते विश्वपुरुषाः अतः एकत्र ज्येष्ठे कनिष्ठे वा पंडिते पामरे वा तेषां प्रेम व्यवच्छिन्नं नास्ति तेषां प्रेम निरवच्छिन्नम् अतः तादृशानां पवित्रात्मनाम् आचार्याणां पीची लाळे महोदयानां पवित्रस्मरणे वयं आत्मनः धन्यताम् अनुभवामः आत्मानं पूतं कुर्मः इतः परं तेषामेव स्मरणे यथाशक्ति वयं संस्कृतसेवां विदध्मः इति अहं पश्यामि आचार्याः महता प्रेम्णा माम् आहूतवन्तः यथा बुद्धि यथाशक्ति च अहं किञ्चित् प्रतिपादितवान् केवलं स्मरणमेव प्रमाणमिति मत्वा विरमामि नमांसि भूयांसि
धन्यवादाः मधुसूदन यथा भवता उक्तम् इदमस्माकं सौभाग्यं तादृशस्य कल्पवृक्षस्य छायायां वयमपि कञ्चित् कालपर्यन्तं पर्यटितवन्तः इदानीमपि पर्यटामः किमर्थमिति चेत् यथा भवता उच्यते गुरुवर्याणां स्मरणेन एवं प्रोत्साहं लभामहे वयं तत् वक्तुं न शक्यते तेषां स्मरणेन कार्यम् अग्रे गच्छति यदा कदाचित् एवमेव अत्र उपविशामः किञ्चिदपि अग्रे न चलति तस्मिन् समये गुरुवर्यान् स्मरामः अनुपदमेव कार्यम् अग्रे सरति एक्सलेंट तथा अनेके विषयाः वर्तन्ते इदमस्माकं सौभाग्यं यत् वयमपि तेषां शिष्यत्वं प्राप्तवन्तः इति धन्यवादाः इदानीम् अत्र लाले महोदयानां दुःखिता अपि अत्र सम्प्राप्ता अस्ति नाम न स्मरामि भवान् स्मरति वा यदि यत्किञ्चित्
वंदना मैडम स्यात् सर
एकवारं वंदना मैडम
वयम् एवं पृच्छामः यदि लाले महोदयानां बान्धवाः अत्र स्युः
न मैडम अस्ति अत्र किमर्थं चेत् इदानीं सन्देशः प्रेषितः
सन्देशः
अस्तु एवम् अस्माकं मित्रवर्याः वर्तन्ते डॉक्टर जे नागेश्वरराव वर्याः Dr. J. Nageswara, sir, I request you just 1-2 words about Lalye sir. Nageswara sir. Nageswara sir.
Sir, namaskaram.
Namaskaram andi.
It's a very good program, especially we remember on this day at least Lalye sir and his work done. Madam excellently reported everything, and Mitram is already there. Has been doing a lot of work in Kalidasa University. We are very happy to participate in this program, sir, and we have been watching all your programs, and you are doing an excellent job. A right person in the right position is always excellent for the institution. Thank you very much for inviting all of us and giving us the opportunity to participate in your programs. Here we have, I think, video is off. So Professor Someswara sir also is here to listen. He was listening our voice also. He's very happy.
Namaskaram, sir.
Oh, please.
Video off there, but audio.
Sir, namaskaram, sir. It's Someshwara on water.
Namaskaram, Andi. Namaskaram, Andi, please.
Namaskaram, sir.
Sir, namaskaram.
I'm listening to your speech, sir. Just, though I'm